friends, it's Miss Meg with Art Feeds, and this week for Art Feeds Makes, we are going to do line art. Now, art doesn't have to be super complex. It can be very simple, just using lines and colors. So we're gonna do that today. But before we get started, let's go over the Art Feeds rules. Rule number 1, be kind and be creative. I know that you're creative, but remember, for our creativity to grow, we need to be kind to ourselves and to those around us. Rule number 2, never say I can't. We always try new things in Art Feeds, and instead of saying I can't, instead say I will try, I can do it, or can you help me? And rule number 3, there are no wrong answers. We're going to use some supplies today that might be different, all different types of drawing utensils. And that means that my project and your project will look totally different, but that's a good thing because the world needs both of our imaginations to create different and unique things for it. Before we get started, let's take a look at the supplies. Now, with this project, it can be any drawing utensil. So you can see I've got a lot of different things here. I've got pencils and pens and markers and Sharpies and crayons. You can really use anything. And the more different materials that you use, the more interesting that it's probably gonna look. You could even open a junk drawer, or if there's a cup filled with all different drawing utensils inside, that is great to use. So I also have a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, no problem. I also have this piece of cardboard to use as a straight edge. Both will work just fine. So we're gonna create a line drawing that looks like a starburst together and use all different materials to see what it makes for us. Let's get started. And now we have our line art together. So you can see that I used pencil, Sharpies, markers, crayons, ballpoint pens, a ton of different materials on this, and it creates a starburst. Now I just got curious. Part of being a creative or an artist is just being really curious about stuff. So I got curious about what these would do together. What would it do if a Sharpie mixed with a crayon, or if the pencil went over the Sharpie, or what a ballpoint pen would look like? And you can see that all the lines are different, and it makes our line drawing really dynamic. So don't be afraid to experiment with a lot of different stuff, and you can do tons of different stuff with this. It doesn't have to be a big sheet. You could cut this sheet down into little squares and make starbursts and see what happens. I would love to see what you create. So if you want to take a picture or a video and post it online, you can use the hashtag ArtFeedsMakes so we can take a look. Thanks so much for creating with me, and I'll see you next time.